Should we put that down a bit? Or is that okay? Yeah, it needs to go down a tiny bit. Hello, it's Ruby, and today I am going to be showing you a food haul. So if you can see, which you can't, I have had an Ocado order come through. The first thing I want to say before I actually show you the food that I've purchased is I want to explain why I decide to do food orders as opposed to food shops. So I find that food orders help me to maximize my time because it takes a long time to go into town. It's a 20-minute walk there, probably 30 minutes back, and then you obviously have to go around all the aisles. You need to collect everything. They might not have everything. I'm vegan and I often find that some of the vegetables that I really like are out of stock. There's a very limited selection of kind of veggie burgers that I will eat, and I quite like to get them at university because they're really easy to make if I don't feel up to cooking something. There are quite specific things I like to get, and I don't usually find them when I go to the tiny kind of express supermarkets which are closer by than the big supermarkets. That's why I decided to go for food orders, and the reason that I use Ocado is because it's the one that my parents use. So you can pay a yearly fee and then you get delivery free. So I originally looked into getting my order from Tesco, but I would have to pay £6 per delivery. But since my parents already pay for the delivery cost on Ocado, it just works better for me. Yeah, with that said, let's get on to what I have purchased. Let's start with frozen. This is all frozen stuff, and I'm going to start with this because then I can plonk it straight in the freezer so that it doesn't defrost. So as I said, there's a very specific type of veggie burger that I like. So I really like Strong Roots. That's my favourite brand when buying frozen food. It's made with predominantly very natural ingredients. There isn't too much stuff added to it. Vegan friendly, low saturated fat. The two products which I always like to keep stocked in my freezer are the pumpkin and spinach burgers and the spinach bites. But I got 2 packets of spinach bites because I used all of mine up really quickly. The next thing I got were these corn fishless fingers, which are amazing. I used to be pescatarian until I was 7, and I do really miss the taste of fish because I loved fish. And the last thing I got is this packet of frozen mango. Okay, these are my 3 bags of fridge stuff. The first thing I got is some peppery and aromatic wild rockets. Then I got some celery, some baby leeks, 3 avocados, 2 packets of these kind of smallish portobello mushrooms, some baby kale. This packet is so much smaller than I thought it would be. See, they ran out of, because I usually get the big pack. It's a bit bigger than this one. They asked me to substitute it at the end of the order, and so I added this one because it sounded quite nice. But it's so small, that's only going to do for like 1 meal. Then I got a large pack of easy peel tangerines. I got some of this Vegenaise, some Vitalite dairy-free butter. This is my favourite vegan butter. I've tried quite a few variations and this trumps all of them. It tastes the most similar to real butter. And then the last fridge item which I've got is this coconut and almond milk. Okay, and now I'm going to go on to the cupboard items. One of these is so heavy. I'm going to start with the really heavy one. So, I got 2 cans of baked beans, some hearts of palm, some chopped tomatoes, artichoke hearts, cannellini beans, chickpeas. I've got so many cans of chickpeas, but I'm just worried I'm going to run out because I have chickpeas a lot. Then I got some tinned green asparagus spears. This one is I never buy fresh asparagus anymore. I only ever get this canned one. And then in here I've also got some drinks. So I got some watermelon juice, which I haven't had for years, but I remember really liking this brand, so I just wanted to try it. And I also got this cupboard coconut and almond milk. And in here also I've got some rosemary. They had a deal on spices, so I decided to get 3. I don't know where the other 2 are, but I basically got 3 spices because they were on sale. So one of them was rosemary. I'm accumulating quite a few spices, but I've been cooking with them loads, so I can justify getting them, I think. Then I've also run out of mouthwash, so I've got some mouthwash here. Okay, so the next one. Oh yeah, I can see both of the spices. So I also got some mixed herbs and I got some garlic granules, so basically garlic powder. The next thing I've got is another spice. This is one I've been meaning to get for ages, but I just kept on forgetting, which is Ras El Hanout. I don't know how you pronounce that. I think it's a Moroccan spice and it goes really well with couscous. This is quite an indulgent item to get, but I wanted to get some nut butter and I decided to try this one, which looks really tasty. Peanut, pecan and walnut butter. I got 2 packs of my favourite bread. These ones last for a couple of months too, so I decided to get 2 of them. These are the veggie rye breads by, I can't say it, but it's by Skneiderbrot. I'm not a massive fan of ordinary rye bread actually, but this one's got loads of seeds in it and it's just so tasty. If you ever see this in a supermarket, I definitely recommend trying it because this has quickly become my favourite bread. I got some quite unhealthy things, so I really love the Eat Real crisps. So when I do an Ocado order, I like to stock up on these. So I got 1 of the tomato and basil lentil chips, and then I got 3 of the sea salt hummus chips. These ones are my favourite ones. And I guess that they're slightly healthier than normal crisps, which is how I try to justify eating them, but they're still not particularly healthy, but they're really tasty. Okay, so then the next thing I've got here is this beautiful box. I've got a coriander plant because my one died whilst I was away for Christmas. I prefer to get herb plants just because I can actually use them as opposed to just having them there aesthetically. This time I tried to get a chive plant, but then at the very last minute they sold out for the day I was going to get the delivery, so I couldn't get the chive plant, but I did get the coriander plant, which I'm really happy about. The next thing is some rice cakes. Rice cakes are one of my favourite foods as well. Of course, I got some bananas. Fun fact, I don't like ripe bananas, so I keep my bananas in the fridge. Next, I got some more bread. This isn't rye bread, this is just ordinary bread, which has got kind of smushed. A half loaf of the Hovis tasty wholemeal bread. I find that whenever I buy a full loaf, it starts going mouldy before I can finish it, so half loaves work way better for me. Then I bought some onions. I decided to get some instant rice. This is the vegetable pilau rice. I haven't had any instant rice yet since being at university, and I really want to have some because we don't have a microwave at home. Then I got a large garlic bulb. I always prefer to get large ones to smaller ones. Then lastly in this bag, I have got some corn tortillas. Yes, so that's all of the food that I bought. I know I bought quite a lot. I will do one of these food orders every 2 to 3 weeks. But this one I will say is much larger than they usually are. That's just because I've just come back from Christmas, so pretty much everything's gone off. I wouldn't usually buy more vegan butter, for example, or more vegan mayonnaise, but when I got back from university, it had gone mouldy, so I couldn't continue to use it, and so I had to stock up on, I had to repurchase the things which were a lot more expensive. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this university food haul. I really enjoyed making it, so let me know if you'd like me to do another food haul in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed and have a productive week.